if we look at these now, your left hand one was your before and your right hand one was your after. I just caught you, I think, just before you shuffle back. That's kind of there. So that's where you wanted to be, okay, which you can see is kind of there on that left hand one there. And I went, no, make sure your club goes down first, and you sort of put your feet a bit close together, and you sort of step back, and you step back literally that much. Yeah. It's not a lot, is it really? No. It's giving you maybe that much extra space, but just giving you a better position to return that club back through the gate, as you'll see in a second, and get a better strike. So by moving that foot back, obviously your right foot then sort of followed suit. So now when we look there, there's a bit of daylight there for your arms to swing. Your arms are hanging down nice from the shoulders. It's just a general more relaxed posture. If your arms sort of tucked in here into your chest, they're going to get tight anyway. Plus, if you're squeezing the grip for dear life, that's going to be tight as well. So you're going to struggle. So that was kind of your static kind of change, I suppose, the order and sequence of setups. So club down first, then grip it, and then the last thing. So we go him first, them second, and then them last. Okay. Yeah. If you put your feet down first, you're guessing that distance. Like I said, we did a test where I said, just stand your feet where you think they need to be for that ball, club up here, shut your eyes and bring the golf club back down. To be fair to you, you weren't that far away, but your club came back down kind of there. Yeah. Well, if that hits the golf ball in that position there, it's going to toe off. It's going to exactly, And then, of course, and that's what you're always just adding a variable into a golf, and it's going to cause a lot of inconsistency. Yeah. Now, in terms of the swing, so we want to try and get you the sensation, your left arm now more across your shoulders, okay? There was your swing before. Here's your swing when you moved, he says. No.
Oh yeah, as far as up.
Yeah, that's better. That's better, yeah. So much more like what we call on plane now, over your left shoulder. It goes a little bit further because you've just got more freedom now. If your left arm just far across your chest, it can't go any further, okay? So you may need to, in time, just start controlling that backswing, but that's something you sort of get used to as you go through, okay?
It looks like I'm trying to get down on it before it's
kind of like, exactly, that sort of lean into the ball to try and keep the head down, kind of that sort of movement into the golf ball we see all the time. And from there now, as you come back to the golf ball, okay, your club now is working, you see the club sort of way behind you here now. So you go a little bit further on this one here now, slightly, but not too bad, okay? Now as the club starts working back down here now, your hands in here, one more frame there. Club now sort of more in line, hands more in front of your body, okay? Yeah. This as you start coming back round, the club now still behind your hips, okay? That one now, the club's kind of back in front. This one here, that club's a bit more behind. It's the gap between the club and the ball there. This club now is swinging through that gate, striking the ball there. This one's coming from base, like almost like a Beckham free kick in here somewhere. And you see the contact with the ball now. There goes that next frame there. See those balls are going to fly? Yeah. You just come in from too far on this acute angle. You just swung flat behind you, too far on the inside. Now, when you had a bit of loft in your hand and you were comfortable with the club and you came in from here with a sort of 7, 8, 9 on, you used to go wee this way. Yeah. When you had less loft in your hand and probably more so the hybrids and the longer clubs, and obviously into the dry when you say you borrowed your mate, coming from here now, you would go wee, you just go straight to the right there. And again, with a longer club, you'd often hit the ground behind the golf ball because you just bottom the club out too early. Club kind of gets stuck behind you there and it just hits the ground here. We want that club kind of in some way which is back in front of you, okay? So you've turned your body there, rotated your chest towards target, and then twisted through to a nice sort of full finish position. The ball's sailing down the range yet, whereas this one, the ball is sort of spun off to the right there, and you can kind of see the finish position now, kind of like half-hearted, because you've kind of swung everything kind of out this way, whereas this one you go whoosh, and it's over your shoulders, yeah? If I swing a golf club in here and then sort of go, I'm not getting very far on the body, am I? No. If I get up here and do this, I'm like, okay, I can get my arms further round on your left shoulder, as we can see. So hence why your follow through on this right hand one now is a lot more free and fuller, where that one looks kind of a bit bunty and just product to the right, yeah? So if we can get the arm working a little bit higher, okay, left arm up there, that work there, so do some work with the wall behind you again. If we look at that swing there now, if you imagine kind of the wall there, the edge of the screen there kind of sort of position, as you go back, your club now is missing that wall all the time. If we go to this one here now, edge of the wall, about the same, I guess. That's into the wall there. Yeah. You dink the wall there, so your hands are way behind you by then. That club's always going back too far behind you as opposed to a bit more in front of your chest there, yeah? Hands are more in front of you by the club's more upright there, okay? Just a better movement from there, and just, again, a more freer movement up here, swinging the club up and down where you want the ball to go rather than your head sort of leaning into it. Just a bit too stuck and behind you.
Yeah.
And again, when there's loft in your hand, you're okay. But your threshold was like 6 or 7 iron. Once you're beyond that, no chance. Okay, that kind of makes sense then, yeah?
Yeah,
yeah,
great,
good stuff. Okay, I have a few more to sort of practice. Just to, again, I'd practice with those tees, even on the range, with them there and there, and even at home without the ball there.
Yeah.
Just get used to striking through that target through here over and over again. You'll get better at striking the ball on the golf course.
Yeah.
More feeling control of that golf club, yeah?
Yeah, great.
Good stuff, right mate, okay?
Cheers.